Cell communication. This is an in-depth explanation of cellular communication by Jackson, Joe, Addy, and Brody. There are 4 kinds of cell communication: autocrine, juxtacrine, paracrine, and endocrine. Autocrine is where the cell communicates with itself. Juxtacrine is when cells communicate with cells next to or touching them. Paracrine is communication with nearby cells, and endocrine is long-distance communication.
As we take a closer look inside the cell, basic signal transduction pathways. Nonpolar ligands, such as hormones, have receptors in the cytoplasm. The receptor protein is in the cell membrane. As the signal gets relayed from carrier to carrier, the activated protein gets split into 3 separate relays. Activated proteins get phosphorylated by ATP, and this is the signal that activates the response. The entire process is called the transduction pathway.
The most common membrane receptor is the G-protein linked receptor. The ligand attaches to the G-protein linked receptor. Here, GDP is replaced with GTP. The G-protein is now active, so it goes to the enzyme. The enzyme elicits a cell response, replaces GTP for GDP, and releases a phosphate. The G-protein is now deactivated.
An example of environmental responses is when a low temperature acts as a stimulus for the brain to send a signal to the muscles to shiver in order to generate body heat.
When the stimulus and response increase or decrease together in the same direction, positive feedback is created.
When stimulus and response are increasing or decreasing in opposite directions, negative feedback is made.